Women use hedges, disclaimers, and tag question. Hedges are words like sort of, maybe, kind of, try. Disclaimers are little phrases that you put at the beginning of a sentence, like, I'm not sure about this, this might be a stupid idea, but. And then tag questions are phrases that you put at the end of a sentence, like, you know, and okay. And sometimes when women use hedges, disclaimers, and tag questions, they kind of, sort of, maybe sound like they don't know what they're talking about, maybe. And sometimes men hear hedges, disclaimers, and tag questions as she doesn't much care about her ideas or know what she's talking about. Hedges, disclaimers, and tag questions work very well in the female culture. Because if I'm going to be working with Judy tomorrow, it typically doesn't work well for women if I go up to Judy and say, Judy, we will be doing this tomorrow, and you will be doing that. This often doesn't work in the female culture. But if I flatten that linguistic device out and I say, hey, Judy, I was kind of thinking about doing this tomorrow. What do you think? Huh? I have included Judy in the conversation, and that tends to work well. Yeah. But again, it can backfire when you go across cultures. Now, men have their own unique linguistic device as well, and it doesn't always have to be linguistic. It can be nonverbal as well. And that's called verbal bantering. Now, you've probably seen verbal bantering. Verbal bantering is intended to be healthy bonding behavior. I want you to know there is a line that can be crossed where it becomes not healthy bonding behavior, but I am talking about healthy bonding behavior. And this starts early on, where you can see two boys who are playing together, and a little boy will go up to his friend and say, you look like a frog, and you look like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And this means I like you, you're my friend. And that works very well in the male culture, and boys start practicing this very early on. It really doesn't work so well in the female culture. I mean, it really wouldn't enhance the relationship if I went up to Judy and said, Judy, you really look like a frog today. Just doesn't really help the relationship. Now, men grow up and continue to do verbal bantering, and something might sound like this. A man walks down the hallway, and another man rolls his chair over and peeks his head out and says, hey, John, what'd you do, sleep in those clothes last night? This means I like John. Yeah, because I'm doing verbal bantering with him. And you've probably all seen healthy verbal bantering. And where this can be problematic is when we look across the culture and we don't understand it. I tell you, I run into many women who think they're very proficient at verbal bantering, that they can hang with the best of them. And here's the one difference I think that we've found from this. When men involve themselves in verbal bantering, they walk away and never think about it again. When women involve themselves in verbal bantering, they walk away and often spend quite a bit of time thinking, well, I hope he doesn't think that I think he's stupid, because I think he's really smart. It just seemed like the right thing to say at the time that I thought he was stupid. And so often women will walk into their male colleague's office and ask for, I want to apologize that I said, and he's like, I don't even remember you saying that,